Circuit.
Welcome to another episode of the Unicorn Circuit, your weekly dose of car news, Fank, and my town, your town, random meat bags. And today, Martin, we're giving away prizes. Thanks to Supercheap Auto, who are one of the sponsors of Mighty Car Mods. We've got this Tool Pro 108-piece tool kit to give away. All you got to do is buy something from the Mighty Car Mods shop. There is no minimum spend, and we've got one to give away every single day for 2 weeks.
Lifetime warranty as well. There's no minimum spend. It just has to be a physical order because digital orders, we don't get your address. It's just the way it works. So grab something. Everyone who buys something gets a free thing. No matter what, you get a free thing from the Lucky Dip, and some of you will be receiving one of those.
I will send it anywhere in the world as well, by the way, so it doesn't matter where you are. We will pick some by random and we'll send them to you. Martin, we got a big show today, don't we?
Big one, man. We've got a big conspiracy. We've got an excellent microwrap car, a couple of good news items, and some Toyota discussions to have as well.
Plus, we're getting rid of one of my cars. It's very sad.
Oof.
But I'm telling you about it here first on the Unicorn Circuit so that you can, come with me and go for the final drive and then buy it. Do you want my car? Anyway, we'll get into that in a second when we get into the news. Everybody, after a lot of money spent and a lot of time spent, I have come to the end of the road with my Suzuki Swift Sport.
Oh,
I know.
good car.
It's such a
Very
good
fun.
car. I managed to find a good one. I think it's got about $20,000 worth of mods on it,
Easily.
approximately.
Easily.
All stuff that is excellent from Japan, AGI Cage. Lots and lots of mods on there. But
It was the cash car in our Cash vs. Trash, as in no dollar spared.
that's right.
Remember? Like, buy the absolute best stuff you can find
Yep,
for it.
so like set up from DNA, Weds wheels, it's got Pilot Sport Cup 2s on it, Tane suspension, Brid seats. So we've listed it up on the Mighty Car Mod shop, but listen very carefully. The price on there is a deposit, because if we put like the price on there, then Shopify and whatever take all of the fees. So basically, there's only one of them available, and you've got two options. You can have it with the Brid seats or without, because I think they cost like $5,000. There's
And
a
they're
little
quite
drop
small
down.
too. They're quite small. So if you're any bigger than us two, I barely fit.
Yeah.
then keep in mind.
So otherwise, that's an easy thing for us to sell. But it is up on the Mighty Car Mod shop right now. If you do click buy now, it'll disappear. So if you're looking at the shop now and it's gone, then it's already gone. And then we can obviously help you get it, transport it anywhere you are in Australia. So you can jump on there, click. It comes with all of the mods. Feel free to watch all of the videos if you want to see what's there. But an awesome car. I absolutely love it. But it's as far as I want to take it for videos. And I've had my eye on another little nugget that's even worse, really.
And we need the space, and people often do ask, like, what do you do with the project cars when you finish with them? Well, there's two answers to that question. One is some projects, as you guys clearly know, are never finished. So you've just got the car forever. And then some cars like this one, where it is like a start, middle, and end, and the thing we're aiming for and a goal, and the car's done and we've used it, then at that point, it can be sold.
Yeah.
I think.
That's right. And if you want to kind of get a track car thing going on, like everything is there for you. But also if you just want to use it for a full street use, like the AGI cage was a bolt-in cage, you can just get rid of that and use the receipts and stuff again.
Great car.
It's totally up to you.
Excellent car.
Every state and every region has different rules about registration and insurances and stuff like that. So depending on your state, work that out. But anyway, sold as is, but an excellent car. I drove it recently. There's a video of me actually driving it on my Instagram page, but also watch all the videos, check that out. Martin, the news.
I have some other news. It also involves Suzuki. There's rumours floating around that there's going to be a Suzuki Cappuccino revival.
I heard about
They're
that.
going to bring it back. They're going to bring back the whole little JDM K sports car, which I'm pretty excited about, being a Copen owner. They're also talking about Copen as well. Toyota, Daihatsu, Suzuki, all in bed together. This is no surprise. They're in bed together with lots of their little K cars, those little vans they had, like the Spacia that we did a video on, which we then had to pull down. So it looks like they're coming back. Looks awesome. There's rumours of one of them at least having the Yaris GR engine.
Really?
Like GR Yaris engine in the front of a rear-wheel drive sports car sounds like the best thing ever.
Wow, that actually sounds amazing.
Except probably going to be front-wheel drive.
See, I was
don't
about
know.
to say
I would just sign me
that
up.
car is clearly a competitor to the MX-5 because MX-5
Yeah.
sell great, or what you people in South Canada call the Miata.
Yep.
And so the point is, though, it's not a competitor if it's not rear-wheel drive.
No. Could you imagine a two-door MX-5 looking thing that's all new, that has a turbo GR3-banger Yaris engine, which, by the way, people are getting 100 horsepower out of in a rear-wheel drive manual, so just sign me up. There's not many cars I'd say that about at the moment out there, but like a small sports car thing, rear-wheel drive, kick-ass engine with lots of aftermarket support would be amazing. Don't know if it's going to happen, but we'll see. You never know.
You know what's funny though? We're saying hello to that, but at the same time from Japan, we're saying goodbye to the GTR.
What?
It's all over.
Actually?
Yeah, it's actually
Wow.
properly all over now. So certainly as far as like US showrooms and stuff goes, like this year, that's all over. Japan, they're going to keep them going just for a few more months, just as kind of a final sort of addition. But yeah, R35 GTR is over.
Do you
Next
reckon-
year, the 2025 model will be the last one for Japan.
Did emissions kill them?
They're going to be a hybrid electric thing when they come out next,
Okay.
but that'll be another potentially half a decade later. In Australia, though, I don't actually know because I'm not kind of on the radar of them. We haven't had them for like 5 years because they don't meet our crash, like our ADRs for crash stuff, side impact.
We've got quite a few imports that come through and people selling them secondhand, making stupid power roll racing, stuff like that.
Awesome cars, obviously, and make so much power, and I think really changed the game in a lot of ways, which Nissan has been doing for 50 years, kind of bringing that affordable sports car power to the everyday person. Something else though, Martin, this is really interesting. I was having a look, and Drive reports that BMW in New South Wales, Summersby, in fact, is going to be the first in Australia to become what they call a BMW Classic Partner. What does this mean exactly? It means they're going to offer restoration services for old cars. Are they trying to kill DIY?
Goldmine, no?
So, Martin, they want to roll it out to all their 48 dealers.
Yes.
Which means, and they've had people from like Germany and stuff coming over and training people. So obviously people can make money from doing their services and stuff at the dealers. But what they're talking about is you bring your old car and we'll just do it for you. Wow. Now I get it. I totally get it. Because if you could do it yourself, you would do it yourself anyway. And I like that it exists. But is there enough of a market to have 48 BMW dealerships all restoring old cars?
No. Should we look deeper into why this might also be a thing? A lot of people will buy cars as investments. So they'll buy the car and hope that that particular M3 version that there was only 5 of that was driven by a movie star is going to appreciate in value. And depending where you live, there's different tax laws about that as well. So when you sell it, whether you've got to claim that profit and then claim tax and get taxed on it. I wonder if this is a part of it, where you can spend the money to restore it and then your $10,000 car that you've spent 50 grand on because it's now a perfect,
Is worth 100
M3
grand.
is now worth 100. But then again, if there's so many of them, then that's going to water down the market. Because I reckon also the market's being watered down now with the amount of imports that are coming in. So maybe that market's a bit dead, and so this classic market is exploding. But man, if you gave me 20 Brumbies and said restore them, I'd be very busy that week and wouldn't be able to do it. Like a car even that age from the 90s is so much work to restore.
And there's going to be so much that is very specific to that model. Has it had a rear end? Is it missing this? Is it missing that? Is it straight? Yeah, exactly. And so I think what's like interesting about that is that it used to be, certainly during COVID and stuff, the middle of the market was absolutely full. Like everything was so expensive. Everything is cheap again now. Cars, I mean, I'm on Marketplace all the time and I'm just trying to buy everything and which is why the Swift has to go. There's a new Swift out for 2025, by the way. It's like a mild hybrid. I think it costs like 30 grand or something.
CVT mild hybrid, yay.
But the point is that now things are cheap again, and what we can see is that it is a buyer's market. You're trying to sell a boat, you're trying to sell a caravan, you're trying to sell a sports car, and no one wants them, no one cares.
No.
And you see sometimes when you look on car sales and you look at things that are for sale, they've been there for 9 months.
Interestingly, this news coincides with Australia's GDP being very low. So this might be specifically local to us. You might be over in the States or South, what do you call it, South Canada or South
No,
Scotland.
I meant the south of Canada.
Oh, South Scotland or south of Scotland. And you might be like, what are you talking about? It's the opposite. I can't find anything. But for us, at the moment, which is the opposite of a few years ago, you couldn't buy anything.
Yeah.
180s were $45,000 minimum. Supras were 60 grand. RX-7s were 80 grand. Now they've all, not quite halved, but it's going down.
How much was an electric car 10 years ago, the cheapest electric car?
Oh, 2014, cheapest electric car. There weren't really that many. The Model S was only just starting to come out.
And how much were they? Like in Australian dollars?
In the hundreds of thousands of dollars.
See, hundreds of thousands. And right now, Martin, you can wax your Dolphin for $36,890.
I can do it cheaper than that.
And that's not even the cheapest electric car. Forget the BYD Dolphin. You can get a GWM Aura for $35,990. We saw one the other day.
One and I was like, what is that?
That
thing?
is the cheapest electric car, but drive away. So what would you rather be waxing your Dolphin for 36 grand or generating your Aura for 35,990?
Yeah, it's pretty cheap, eh?
No, which one would you prefer?
I would have the Aura because I think it's weird looking enough that it takes some of the embarrassment away. Does that
Yeah.
does that make sense? It's gone so weird looking
They
that
are.
it's less embarrassing than the ones that are just plain ugly. And
Have you ever waxed a dolphin?
I haven't driven that, no.
You haven't? Because I've seen them around.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's a weird car.
It is a weird
It's called a dolphin.
And, yeah.
And didn't you say they blew their seals as well?
Oh, no, they blew control arms. They didn't blow seals. The dolphins, no.
Isn't it called a wax your seal?
I think that was
No,
actually...
bring your
I think that
dream
was
to the
actually-
seal.
No,
A wet dream in the seal's face.
it was the cherry that got popped. It was a cherry.
Was
and
it?
it popped, the rear drive shaft popped, or the rear stabilizer
I thought
arm.
you said it was called a seal and a dolphin and there's an orca. And a squid. Isn't it?
They're all
And there's
based
the
on
prawn.
animals.
The prawn downstairs?
No, that's something completely
Really?
different. Yep.
I thought you told me they were all based on seafood.
I'm going to move on. So the Honda... Are you done?
No, I honestly thought that there was a naming convention. They'd all been named
I
after
think they
seafood.
are named after animals. The shark, the seal, the dolphin.
That's what I just said. So
yeah,
why
but
are you
you're
looking
talking
at me?
about prawns and all sorts of weird stuff.
I don't know the name. The squid upstairs. I don't know.
Well, I don't know either. Why
Okay.
are you asking me?
Because it's a news show.
Bloody Tesla owner. I wouldn't have a clue about any of that stuff. Let's move on. I want to talk a little bit about speaking
That's
about...
the end of the news. Oh, no, it's not.
Oh, no, there's one more. This
Oh,
is
okay.
kind of related. So, yes, you could buy those EVs, full battery electric EVs, BEVs, people like to call them, which is weird.
What
Honda,
does BEV mean?
battery electric vehicle, as opposed to hybrid electric vehicle, or PHEV, which is plug-in hybrid electric vehicle, or in this case, FSEV. FSEV.
Okay.
FSEV. Very quick. I know it's quick because I know you're already bored.
No,
Honda
I'm very
in America
interested.
are doing an FCEV, which is fuel cell electric vehicle, the only one that's going to be made completely in America. Now, America has been manufacturing Hondas for decades, so this is not new. But I want to show you this picture. This is a guy who works at the Honda factory. This is from Honda's own news website. This is a guy at the factory assembling the fuel tanks. So there's two fuel tanks. Firstly,
Okay.
they're massive.
Yes, they're
They're
huge.
probably as big as him if you put them in.
That looks like it's 40 litres each.
Correct. And you pressurise them to, with hydrogen, 10,000 psi.
What happens when
No,
they go kablamo?
I'm no
Martin?
engineer. Well, what happens when petrol goes kablamo? What happens when a lithium battery goes kablamo? Which does bring to my point
We're
of
not saying it will go
fuel
kablamo.
systems can go kablamo no matter what kind of fuel systems they are because they hold energy. And I guess energy converts to not a good time when it's not done well. But look at that, 10,000 psi. I know a little bit about pressure and I can tell you that that's a lot.
Yes.
And so also the trick with these is where do you actually fill them up? But I feel like this is the manufacturers getting their environmental credits,
Yes.
also trying stuff, which I think is good because if manufacturers hadn't tried twin turbos and hadn't tried rotaries and hadn't tried all this other stuff, we wouldn't have any of those awesome things. So this is just the future version of stuff that in 30 years we might go, actually, that was sick. Like now we go, oh, 13Bs with ethanol are amazing. Maybe.
Are they?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's Honda's
But is it
new
all
thing.
about 13Bs, Martin, or is it about bang your dolphin?
I don't know. 2025 CRV EFSEV fuel electric hybrid something or other.
We don't
Being
care.
manufactured in
We don't
America,
care.
which is cool. American people put them together. Anyway, there it is. That's the news. Anything else to add?
No, let's move on to is that even legal? Every week on the show, we like to explore different rules from around the world. Martin, do you like being high as a kite?
If I'm flying,
Exactly.
yes.
You like flying?
Yes.
Do you like kites?
I do actually.
That is illegal, I've just found out, Martin, in the UK.
What do you mean?
Now, I knew that you would call bullshit on this. It's illegal to fly a kite. Have you ever seen someone flying a kite in the UK?
Never.
Never.
Never ever.
Never. And I've been there 3 times. And I now realise why. Because as mentioned by the Metropolitan Police Act of 1839, Section 54, because I knew you'd want to check,
Yes.
it is illegal to fly a kite in the UK. Which is why, look and try as you may, you will never ever see someone flying a kite in England. It's illegal.
Just stop. 1964. Walt Disney, Mary Poppins. Okay?
are you
Let's
talking about?
let's just have a little chat about this.
No, wait on.
There is
What-
Are you finished?
Oh, it depends what bullshit you're about to
I'm
say.
not bull. This is not bullshit.
You're on the internet. It's all bullshit.
It's fine. Mary Poppins. Let's go fly a kite. Was that not a freaking English thing? Was she not an English nanny that flies in an umbrella and then fixes everyone's...
Dude, that's a movie. That's
But
not
they-
real
there's
life.
a
It's not a
song called-
documentary.
there's a
She's
song-
not the Wright brothers' sister.
There's a song called Let's Go Fly a Kite.
Yeah, there could be a song called
to
Let's
the
Go
highest
Smoke a
height.
Doobie with the cops.
Let's
That
go
doesn't mean
fly
it's
a kite
legal.
and send it soaring up to the atmosphere, up with the air is, let's go fly a kite. Well, okay, the air is not really that clear in the UK, so maybe it is bullshit.
What are you talking about?
Dude, what are you talking about?
That
What are
film
you
was.
talking about?
It wasn't filmed in the UK. The Sound of Music was filmed in Switzerland.
Book is from 1934. You know, Mary Poppins. I'm not Sound of Music. Mary
Dude,
Poppins.
this law is from 1839.
Yeah, but how then in 1934 does a dude write that it's okay to do it and then actually make the movie in the 60s?
Because it's a work of fiction that was filmed in Europe, not in the UK. It was filmed in Switzerland, dude.
What do you mean? This is Mary Poppins actually happened. It's a documentary,
Okay.
isn't it?
I don't know what your point is, Martin. You're allowed to make a movie about stuff like the Terminator wasn't real.
But dude, this is Disney, so it's absolutely real,
Okay.
isn't it?
Let's go on to conspiracy hat cut. Have you got a Disney conspiracy? Is that what you're
No,
trying
we're
to do?
doing My Crap Car first.
Are we?
We've got an excellent My Crap Car. We're not stopping for nothing except My Crap Car. Let us show you this. Let's do the thing. My Crap Car
your
is the
crap car.
delightful
You do
section
it.
of the Unicorn Circuit
fine. No,
where
you
we
got it.
show our amazing 42 Unicorn Circuit viewers your crap car. Thank you so much for the submissions. You got
And for
something
wasting
crap.
the internet with us.
Yeah, exactly.
Someone accused me in the street the other day of wasting the internet and then thanked me.
Okay.
Have you ever had that?
No?
Yeah, that was a first for me as well.
Really? Someone asked me to put my toilet paper roll down so I could take a selfie. Oh, can you just put the toilet paper down? I'd like a big toilet
Oh,
paper.
right.
Can I have a selfie? I'm like, yeah, right.
I was drinking a shake the other day and someone yelled out, "Where's your stock cube?" Because when I was
Yeah,
a
I
guest
remember.
host on the project the other day and I was
remember.
talking about my school lunch, which was goat's milk and a stock cube, and the next day, some people are still watching TV.
Where
Whereas
is
that
it?
guy was free to
Anyway, this is my crap car section, and this awesome Acura TSX wagon, which looks
Wagon,
freaking
well
awesome,
done.
basically an Accord Euro for those playing in Australia. This is Ibrahim, Clifton, New Jersey. Let's go.
Good evening, Unicorn Circuit. My name is Ibrahim. I'm talking to you from Clifton, New Jersey, in the U.S. And this is my crap car. This is a 2011 Acura TSX wagon, also known as a Honda Accord in non-U.S. markets. It is a very rare car here, with about, I think, 3,000 made for the U.S. market. The main difference between this and the Honda is just that it's a higher end version where it has leather seating, backup camera and whatnot coming standard, which normally Hondas of this year didn't. Only high end ones had leather and whatnot. What makes this car special and crappy is that it has 340,000 miles on it, which, as you can see here, it's also a very clean engine bay, which I'm impressed considering its age and how many miles it's got on it. But I've got something special planned for this car. It was inspired by Super Gramps, and this is the other side to it. So this is a 2012 Honda Accord V6 manual transmission, and the plan is to take this beautiful power plant right here and transplant it into that. The engine bays are pretty much identical. They're both essentially Honda Accords, so the underpinnings are the same, and this has got the manual transmission, which is really the best thing to have. This one's got 200,000 miles on it, which is about 320,000 kilometers, which is a lot, but for Honda, it's not so much. So I'm gonna be pulling out this engine, giving it a refresh, and putting it into the wagon. Mind you, I have zero experience with this. Well, not zero, but I've never done this kind of work before. But I'm good with my hands, and I've been watching Mighty Car Mods for, I don't know, about 8-9 years, something like that. So I'm very excited to embark on this journey, and maybe I'll send you an updated video. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Ibrahim, for sending that through.
Thank you.
Awesome, mate. Crap. Love seeing those sort of cars that we don't get. We definitely don't get that particular model. I'm a wagon fan, as you all know anyway.
We want to see some more crap cars, but we want to do a crap car special, so now is your time to shine. 2 minutes, maximum length, and we want to do a Unicorn Circuit special where we show your car and we put like 10 or 20 of them. So you can show your car to the world. Shoot it this way on your phone, 2 minutes, maximum time. Show us your car. Show us a bit of your town if you want. Show us a bit of your garage. We're going to get the best videos and the worst videos. And basically anything you send us, we're going to put it on the show and upload it. You'll see yourself, and so will 42 people. Send it to the address.
mycrapcar@unicorncircuit.com. It's flashing below. Next up, we have tinfoil hat.
Every week on the show, Marty takes us to the most mysterious dimensions of the psyche, internet, and sewers as we explore the world of some people's truth and other people's bullshit.
So, this truth will be familiar to you because it happened to us the other day. There is a conspiracy taking place right now where taxi drivers are intending to implode their own industry.
Oh, Martin, maybe I should tell this story.
No.
Okay,
Do you
do
want
it.
to tell it?
No, because you tell your version. I love how you're a grumpy old man now.
No,
I like
I'm not
it.
grumpy.
No, I like it.
No, I'm not grumpy.
No, because Martin told me this conspiracy.
I did,
And like
on
a
the
lot
way.
of things Marty says to me, it's you wouldn't get the sense of this. Martin believes everything when he says it. It's just that later on, when he thinks about it, he then disagrees with the other thing that he said. I like it. Don't be weird about it. It's never done deliberately.
Believe it when I say it.
Yeah, when
What's
you
that
say
mean?
it. Like, my favourite food is chocolate, and then that afternoon, I love prawns. I thought your favourite food was chocolate. No, that was this morning. Remember when we were upstairs at your place, and then you went downstairs to get the prawns?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that was your favourite.
Nah.
Like, you went from chocolate to prawn like that.
I've never been a fan of the prawn. Ever.
No, but you went from chocolate to prawn.
No, I didn't.
And then the next day, you like chocolate again.
No.
He believed it when he said it.
Do you want to set this story up, or do you want me to do it?
Marty told me this story, and I was
And
like,
then
oh,
it
that's
freaking-
cute, Martin.
it happened.
the same day.
Literally the same day.
The
And
same day.
I regret not turning my phone on and filming it. I did think about it. I thought, nah, it's not going to happen. So,
Dude, it actually, not only did it happen, just strap yourselves in. Not only did it happen, Martin told me about a thing, and I'm like, honest mistake.
sounds like bullshit.
Martin's getting grumpy. That's fine. And then, within hours, this thing happened.
Exact thing.
And the person in the car oh, sorry, oh.
Yeah.
We were getting scammed.
We got scammed. Okay. So
We
this
make
is,
the show about the not getting scammed,
Yeah.
and we got scammed.
So this is, okay, the conspiracy about a man in the industry, okay, that's obviously taking the piss. This is just a straight up scam, but I thought about ways that I could sort of communicate it and maybe warn people who come into Australia about a thing that happens in Australia, which is scammy and annoying. Now, let's rewind a little bit and go, okay, do you remember we got our first Uber about 10 years ago? We were in America.
We
It
were
wasn't
in
Australia
America,
yet.
and we were with a girl who was English, and remember, and so I always thought it was called Uber. 'Cause
Uber,
That's
yeah.
how she pronounced it. Do you want to get an Uber?
We were trying to get taxis. We were in LA somewhere for a YouTube thing. We had to get taxis, and there weren't any. There was like 3 in an hour. We kept missing
got
them.
stuck in a dodgy
It was
area.
a massive
Yes.
walk down to get down to Venice, wherever we were going. And there were no taxis. And when we did get the taxi, it was like $30. Uber was a thing. We didn't know about it. We spoke to this guy. She's like, get an Uber. We're like, all right. So we started using Uber, $7, $8 away. And it was so quick and easy. We're like, this is great.
And they didn't yell at us, because the taxi people had yelled at us for not giving them enough tip.
It wasn't far enough. The taxi people were like, this fare is not far enough. You're annoying. Because we're on our way to go and get a big one.
are annoying.
So we are annoying. So we got the Ubers. That was cool. And that was before
Uber.
it came out in Australia. It came out in Australia. We use them occasionally, dropping cars off, whatever. Great. The system works. Sometimes you get a shit car. Sometimes you get a shit driver. Whatever. That's the way with taxis
Sometimes
as
use
well.
them for packages, which is handy.
But
to get in
as
car
you
parks.
guys know, Uber completely disrupted the taxi industry. The taxi industry was kind of overblown, and the plates, to get a number plate to have a taxi,
like hundreds of thousands of dollars,
It was
wasn't it?
$250,000. The most expensive, I spoke to someone, they paid $400,000 just for the plate that allowed them to be a taxi, because there's a limited number of them, which means you have opportunity to make
Tell
profit.
them what happened, Martin.
I'm trying to get there. Anyway, decimated the industry. So a few weeks before we were away, a friend of my family came back from overseas, an older dude, and he's like, oh, I got the cab, and he left his car basically outside, and he got the cab, and he goes, oh, the cab was really expensive. I'm like, let me guess, it was $140, right? He goes, yeah. And I go, right, yeah, you got scammed. Because the taxi's always between $58 and $65 or $70, right?
Yeah.
In the daytime. At night time, there's like a slight 20% bump, so maybe it's going to be $80.
He paid double.
He paid double. And I knew straight away what had happened, because it happened to me once before. So basically, you get in the taxi, you walk in, you sit down, you start driving away from the airport, the guy hits go on the meter. Except if you're in a van or a car that's even a little bit bigger, like a 7-seater, they've got a button called Maxi Taxi. And Maxi Taxi means more than 4 passengers or a bigger vehicle, more suitcases, whatever. It allows a taxi driver to make up, I guess they get to charge more because they have a Maxi Taxi. Maybe it costs more to run.
Yeah.
Essentially, it nearly doubles the fare to about $140, $150.
Yeah.
I had told you this story.
So just to cut in for a second, because I didn't even know this existed. I travelled heaps, obviously during Top Gear, doing Mighty Car Mod stuff, travelling around the place. I did not know this was a thing. I just thought they kind of had a boost thing that you had to pay more. So I didn't. Is there a way of seeing on the meter whether they've hit the button or not?
It's really hard to see, actually. You won't really notice. You'll just notice that the meter goes up real high. But look closely, because on the screen, it will say Maxi Day or Maxi Night. But a lot of the time, which is what happened to us, they'll block it with something. So there might be like a
little
bottle in front of it or a
something,
card sitting in front of it, so you can't see that part of the meter, and they just surreptitiously press the button. So as soon as he drove away, we got
So
like...
we got a flight, got out at the airport, got in the car. Marty on the plane had been telling me about this scam, and I was like, "That's nice, Martin. A little rub there, a little dolphin touch. There you go. You'll be right." And then Martin told me about it, and I was like, "That's cute, Martin." And then we got out. Uber, full of people.
Packed.
The Uber rank just packed.
Yeah.
We looked down at the taxi rank and the other public transport, and it's just a wasteland. There's nothing there. No one there.
Between two of us, we knew it was going to be like $25, $30 each. In a taxi, not so bad. Let's go split it and go home.
I didn't have my wallet, so Marty was going to be paying anyway.
Yeah, great. Anyway, so we got in the taxi, and sure enough, beep, on goes the Maxi button. And I straight away was like,
Yeah.
check that out.
And then Marty says to the guy, "Excuse me, mate, is that on Maxi?" And the guy goes, "Oh," and like the worst actor. He's a worse actor than we are. "Oh, I'm very sorry. I must have hit the wrong button."
Whoopsies.
And then cancelled the thing. In that period of time of us getting in and pressing the button, I remember it was $6.80. When he pressed the button again, in a similar amount of time, it was like $3.
Yeah.
So he was scamming us for double.
Sure enough, the fare was $58, but when I got back to the shed, he goes, "Oh, there's going to be an extra $8 for the tolls." I said, "Why doesn't it come up on the meter?" "Oh, it just doesn't come up on the meter." That's a whole nother one that we can
Yeah.
talk about another time. I won't bore you. But I said, "How many other people have you scammed today with the Maxi Taxi scam?" "Oh, no one. I just left it on." Okay, this has actually happened to me before. And the reason I knew it was, same thing happened. I got all the way home until I realised it was on Maxi because the fare was really high. And I went, what's going on here? And then as I got home, I said, "Hey, man, I just need your number, your taxi number, like your license number, so I can report the Maxi scam." It's like, "Oh, no, Maxi, I'll cancel it right now. Just give me $20 cash and I'll cancel it. Don't worry about it." Because they don't want to be busted. If you think you're getting scammed, the best thing you can just ask is that on Maxi fare? The longer you wait, the cheaper your fare can be if you want to scam them back because they have to cancel the whole
don't want to
fare.
do that.
Don't do that. Just do it when you get in. Just check. Make sure it's not on Maxi. It's an annoying scam. It happens at Sydney Airport. I don't know if it happens at other cities. If you're travelling to Australia, keep an eye on that when you get your taxi. Because I think the taxi drivers are actually trying to implode their industry by just being scammers.
Some of them are.
Maybe.
Let's look at some photos of people holding large pieces of meat down near their genitals. Fanking is the delightful art of recontextualising a product's name by taking a photo of it down near your crotch. This week we've got some excellent fanks, starting with this one, Martin, the Quickwood.
Need that before you wax your dolphin.
Next up, Anal Type R, which is must be a Honda thing. There we go.
Yep.
Is what it is. The Super D.
There's some good ones, man.
Martin, wait till you see Fank of the Week.
Oh, is it good? Is it particularly good?
It could be. I don't know if
Top
it
five?
fits the definition, but it could be Fank of the Year.
Top 5. Easily.
Best meat in town, Martin. There we go. PP.
Oh, well done.
How good is that?
On our own
With
thing.
our own merchandise. Well done.
Never seen it.
Over here, Martin. Le Coq.
Ah, let go. Premium as well.
Premium, that's
no
right,
thumbing
Martin.
required. Just
Now-
all other cock.
Now we've got our first Fank of the Week, Martin.
Okay.
We got to beep everything that I just said. And now, Martin,
Oh, that was pretty good.
and make sure there's a goat over my face. And now, Martin, Fank of the Week.
Okay.
I want the best drum roll you've ever done, and I want the longest. Boom.
Oh, wow.
Well done. Fantastic, thank you. If you'd like to send your thanking photos to us, of course, you can do that on the Thanking Facebook group. The link for that is just down below. If that was you, well done. Congratulations. Love your work. I don't really know what's going on there, but well done.
That's an epic thank. What have I just seen? Next up, we have the last section of the show, mail bag.
Every week on the show that someone makes the effort to send us something, we attempt to open it. We have a packet here from Lost Socket Garage,
Looks like Rodney.
and it has come from the USA. So, Martin,
Get into it.
let's just see what's there. And I imagine, by the looks of it, there's a little 10mm socket, and it's a couple of T-shirts, Martin. And the T-shirts say, "We love screw, we love nut, we love bolt." Sorry, we screw, we nut, we bolt. Oh, I get it.
You might need this in the next couple of years.
How to look sexy at 50. Very good.
you,
there's even a.
there a
there's
note?
some stickers. There, maybe we should have read that. Sorry, there's a
should
note.
have the note.
Okay, this was the important bit. Dear absolute goat bleeping legends, I've watched your show and listened to your music for years now. I'm sure you guys get this a lot. You have a massive positive impact on me. You guys are a large reason that my shop, Lost Socket Garage, exists. I started in my driveway with a couple of Mustangs and a camera. Now we have a shop and a YouTube channel, which is Lost Socket Garage, with a small but dedicated following, same as us. You guys have a true gift for sharing your passion, motivating others to do the same. You also have a ridiculously positive impact on the car community. You'll never know the full breadth of how much you help people, but sure as hell should be said. Thank you very much, Hunter. That's really nice. Long story short, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Included is a swag bag of our own. Since I keep getting Cheryl's mystery boxes, I'd figure I'd send you guys some stuff. P.S. If you ever get close to Utah in the US, stop by and you can help cut a classic Mustang in half.
In Utah.
I would love to go and do that.
Nice.
We've also got some stickers as well. This is like Rodney's cousin, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks a bit like Rodney.
10mm socket.
less-
Have you
less
loaded up
points.
the channel over there, Martin?
I have, yep.
That's really cool. What kind of things are going on? American things?
There are 65 Mustangs, 67 Mustang. What else have we got?
A few Mustangs that need
lots
to be
of
cut in
Mustang
half.
stuff. Fastback transformation.
Thank you very much for watching the show. That's been the Unicorn Circuit for another week. Of course, if you do want to get something from the Mighty Car Mod shop, every single order does come with something free. And for the next almost 2 weeks, we've got the Tool Pro toolboxes from Super Cheap Auto. The Suzuki Swift is available now. I know what you're thinking. You had a look and it's cheap. It's going for cheap because we want one of you to have it. And we can help get it to your house, get it to your place and get you sorted. Otherwise, come here and meet us. Say good day and pick up your new car. Anything else, Martin?
That's it. See you next time.
All right. Bye.
Unicorn Circuit.